heads. Yes, Liam might have, you know, better game in terms of frags because he's not on 60 FPS, but at the same time, having Cinder in, he knows the smokes for the setups, he knows the crossfires, he knows, you know, the CT setups and whatnot. So it'll be a lot easier for CEX to play on their map pick. So FM win the 9th round, probably going to start on the CT side, and the problem is, FM with stand-ins, CT side could be rough.
Yeah, no, definitely. CEX with a chance here to pull this back. As you said, now they're going to have a better tactical mind for it. It's their map pick anyway, and FM are sort of going to be going in blind. Question for me is, do you think after what we saw last game, FM actually have just the raw talent and that ability to sort of brute force this?
It's not even just talent, it's experience. Windansky, Pulse. What is it? Windansky, Pulse, Connor as well, second at 9 series playing for Infused. Infused was a mix as well. Dust 2 was, I think Dust 2 was the only map they won in that best of 5 versus XPC. I believe it was the only map, right?
I thought they won a couple.
No,
I thought it went 12-5. It was weighted, wasn't it?
Oh, well, Dust 2, I believe they did win Dust 2. Well, anyway, Dust 2, I think they did win it. So, the pistol coming out now, and actually we have the boost going in towards short. That's going to be Brody C trying to get information, push up mid, try and see if he can find any information to help out the CT rotation. Thomas Stoke back boxes, and they're going to have Cinder there playing towards the door. So if they do come towards B, Thomas can hide, and Cinder, they can walk into his crosshair.
Yeah, Brody C going to be going for a little bit of an aggressive push up towards long through mid. Again, though, that's just finding more information out. Soon the CT should be aware that nothing's going to be coming from either of those directions. Neil Zeno going to be the only man there, and he's already gone. So you can see now the full rotate coming through. Everybody filing on over to that B side, and FM might be about to walk into a trap.
Yes, and Thomas as well. Back boxes gets spotted up on headshot, so he's going to be going down soon. Low HP does go down to the nade from Windansky. Cinder as well found a frag, and it's Smooya and Co. 4 versus 3. Can they get these early frags? The bomb isn't down yet, so it's going to be so hard for the T's to plant. Oh, that's a nice shot from Brody C, the second for him in this round. He's had a great round getting that CT early aggression, but Connor and Fry 1, can they do this?
Well, bomb's gone down. We see CX start to reset. 3 men through tunnels. Cinder staying outside, and he finds himself a frag there as well, so now it's going to be all on Frey. And unfortunately, when you're met with 3 men that close, you're not going to be surviving for long, so it is the first to CEX with 4 surviving.
Sick round there from Brody C, gets the aggression, pushes up short, gets boosted up from his fellow teammate, and once you see there's no one outside long, once you spot there's no one mid, and then you see the player just running down mid, and especially when you hear nothing towards long as well, you probably expect it to be B, and you saw after he killed there, I believe it was Pulse, I believe after he killed that player, instantly looked lower tunnel, in case the T's went from the upper tunnel to lower tunnel, covered himself off there, and then obviously all of the CX members rotating towards B, and it's 5 people on site.
Yeah, Neil Zeno went down, then everybody else just
Followed
pushed over towards A, followed, found those frags and got things going. Now it's going to be FM themselves in a little bit of a bad position, although they pick up 2 scouts, so there is actually a decent potential for damage to be found in this round. Obviously, Dust to a map where those scope weapons are going to be extremely effective if they can find the right place to play them. At the moment, CX not giving them a huge amount to work with.
No, they're not. Rezu and Pit playing 2 towards Pit. Pretty unexpected setup as well. Trying to grab the M4, but doesn't quite get it, and the flash coming in as well will blind him. So, it's a scout though. Not Neil Zeno, sorry. Rezu having the advantage. Sprays down 1. Doesn't get the refrag. Unfortunately, Pulse of the scout will go down to Smooth eventually as well. Actually gets tagged up by 1 scout, tagged by the second, but it's through the wall. So fortunately for him, he will survive. And it's Windansky, 100 HP, 100 armor, goes down from the headshot from Thomas. So, 2 rounds. FM lose the force buy as they did not get the bomb down in the previous round. So the eco coming out for FM, we're looking for a 3-0 lead going for CEX.
Yeah, CEX going to be starting things off strong. 3 rounds immediately to get things rolling. Obviously a little bit of a resurgence at the end of the last as well. Potentially, well, near the end of the last, potentially going to be seeing these guys with a little bit more confidence coming into this one. As well as that, as you said, no stand-in. So basically everything going for them at the moment. As well as that, not going to have to reinvest into this one, going to have a chance to rack up more cash with those SMGs, so going to have a fairly healthy economy, seeing as they've had 4 men survive both previous rounds.
Yes, so most likely going to be losing this round unless they can catch players off guard, but Thomas there pushes from lower tunnel, gets 1 sprays, tries to get the 3rd, but we'll get traded out by Pulse. 2-man lead now, Smooth as well by Big Box. Xbox does take down Neil Zeno, gets traded again by Pulse, 2 frags for him. But the spray in the back from Brody C will take him down. So 3-0 now. CX winning the pistol in the subsequent rounds. So important as well, as they do not allow FM to win the force buy.
And look at that, we're going to be seeing an Orphan and Auto Sniper come straight out.
Yeah, Thomas will be
the
using
CX
that back
side.
boxes at B, I imagine. Orp on Cinder, I imagine he probably has the long spawn and maybe going to peek towards mid. Not really too sure why he's Orping over Smooth, especially when he's on low FPS. So yeah, he will face mid, as expected, and go towards B. He's probably going to be playing the B ramp, and then Thomas with the Auto Sniper playing that back box.
Which means the 3 rifles all going to be bunched up on long at the moment, trying to see if they can find anything at the moment, just setting some players up. Brody C going to be dropping down into pit. Waiting to see if any aggression is coming their way. Rezu there to back him up, but at the moment FM smoked off, and so not giving them a huge amount to shoot at. Instead, doing what everybody does in Dust 2, just grabbing some mid control and starting to think about where they're going to be going.
It's a smart setup as well, but I'll talk about that after the round has unfolded, as we have a player pushing up short, and this is the problem. Smooya, they're playing Gandalf now, holding that off angle, but the question is, will Connor expect him there?
At the moment, definitely not.
Rezu though as well playing ramps, so they're playing heavy towards A, and it's only going to be Brody C who's slowly falling off long. And unfortunately for him, I believe it's Frey 1 as well outside the long door. So Brody C holding the angle. He's trying to beat. The reason he's here, not Pit, is so he has a faster rotation to help short out. But there's going to be 3 players walking into him.
Yeah, Brody C going to be the man of the hour as soon as this smoke fades. Everybody on FM just lined up, ready to go. 4 men actually going to be filing through long, with only 1 in the form of Connor.
He needs the flash from Rezu.
Towards short at all.
Actually, no, Rezu isn't for flashes, so Brody C is on his own. This might be quite difficult. He has his own flashes, but decides not to use them. Goes back towards Car, so this is quite a bad setup now. This is going to be might be quite easy for FM to take, especially with this opening entry from Connor.
Yeah, finds himself the first. Smooya still going to be sat in Goose, waiting to see if anybody comes his way. Knows Connor's going to be there, so peeks back out, finds the frag, but as he does, Brody goes down. And so it's a 4v3. Smooya, though, still going to be doing work, jumps atop the box, finds another frag, and is still tucked away on that A site. Molotov comes in, but he has 1 more, maybe even 2 before he goes down. 4 frags for Smooya, and suddenly it's Windansky in a 1v3.
Such a smart play. So basically, you see he's in Goose, not Gandalf, sorry. He's in Goose, he's exposed to long. He smokes off the center of sight, so he can't be taken. He gets the team flash. Teammate flashes him up short. He re-peeks short, goes to those barrels, takes down the first player, jumps on top of the site, the single box, looks over his own smoke, finds a frag. And once his own smoke fades, he then gets another 2 kills with that spray. Incredible play there. And the opening frag coming up for Smooya. It's only the half-by, so this round isn't really too important. And Thomas with the auto sniper is about to mow them down.
Yeah, chucks the molly down, has a nade go through as well, and finds 2 very quickly indeed. Neil Zeno as well going to be caught by the edge of that Molotov. Tagged down to 23. Him and Fry, the last 2 now left alive, going to be seeing what they can do, but with no bomb in their hands, no utility and weak weapons, it's going to be extremely difficult for them to get anything started unless someone gives them a frag. Smooya peeking through, but he sees the shots, knows where the man is, manages to find it even with that tag damage going through, and there you go. Rezu finishes off.
The last CT setup we saw was 3 people towards long, and actually if FMC and spot 3 people long, they know there's going to be no one on A short unless they're playing heavily towards A, which is very unlikely. So one thing that can be exploited is if you play the 3 long default is having the Ts go fast up short once they realize what you're doing. That's why you have Cinder on the previous round with the AWP playing towards ramp, and he's going to be spotting the player out if they do go up short. But instead, they're playing 3 towards long again, and Smooya this time has the AWP watching the short covering them. But it's actually 2 kills for Connor and Windansky early on into the round, and this is starting to fall apart now for CEX.
Yeah, Cinder's still going to be there, still going to be seeing what he can do in the smoke, hearing people go past, turns around and finds Connor, but he's not going to be able to get more than that. Windansky working around a teammate, manages to find the one back, and Smooya as well forced off with his AWP, so it's now him and Thomas. 2 scoped weapons with 4 players to deal with who have just about got themselves that A site.
Yeah, so they're probably going to save this unless they can find 2 early frags and make it 2 versus 2, but with these smokes, they're going to make the bomb tick too far, and they're actually going to opt to save this $10,000 plus investment, having the auto sniper and the AWP. It's going to be 5-1 now FM. If they can break the economy of CEX, they can start to pull this one through. Yeah,
Smooya still just going to be watching to see if a pick comes his way. Indeed it does. Another man's went CT, but Thomas is ready for him as well. So 2 frags do come through. FM, I think, going to be a little bit wary of going for any more. Because they know both of these players are primed and ready to take anybody out who comes their way, and this is their first round. They need a little bit of a chance to build the economy.
Exactly, so that's why it's so important that Smooya and Thomas find a killer piece, taking the rifles and the guns out of FM eSports' hand, and as you said, it's the first round they won, so their money will be low, and as you look at their money, they just won the round, and they might not even be able to afford that much utility and that much firepower. So good exit frags there for CEX in the first round on the board as well for FM. Can they make it 2 and 3 and start breaking the CEX economy?
They're definitely going to be trying buy back up into this one, obviously off the back of that win, but as you said, they do have to reinvest fully. There's not a huge amount of space for them to work around in, so we see utility come out, but it's at the expense of, well, the expense essentially. A lot of money has been spent. CEX still obviously in a position to buy the AWP and the auto sniper, the 2 most expensive weapons saved, and they're going to be looking to come back swinging and make sure FM can't get any more, and Smooya already.
Thomas, yep.
Look at the aggression. So
the aggression comes out, grants information. Now Thomas is going to rotate now. He's going to hold mid, and now they have 2 players towards CT. Smooya the first. Unfortunately for them, Thomas goes down with the auto sniper, and now they're going to think B is weak, but unfortunately for them, they're going to have Cinder, who's close CT as well. So even if they do go B, there will be Cinder on the fast rotate, but it looks like they're going to be going short.
Yeah, neilzeno taking the bomb over there. Pulse with him as a little bit of insurance. They're going to be seeing what they can do to work their way through and get things going on. 3 men now across. They spot the first, and that's going to be Pulse taking Rezu down. Nice, easy frag there for him. Cinder as well going to be there, ready with the M4, but what he's going to be able to get done is, I was going to say doubtful. Finds Windansky though, and neilzeno drops as well, and that means it's Pulse with the AWP going to be the man left on site to defend. Brody though, and Cinder both found, so it's Smooya in a 1v2 to try and make this his.
And if there's anybody you want in the 1 versus 2 right now, it is Smooya. Catch the first play, but not fast enough to hit that flick. Connor will live, and this is the problem with no smoke. Only a Molotov. It's going to be hard for him to win this. Molly's out Gandalf. Pulse off the face. Gets the flick. This is the thing. Can he bait out the shot? Or will he stick it? If he sticks, he might get this. No, does actually go for the reface. Connor does reface. Smooya whiffs the shot. Connor wins the round, and that's going to be 2 on the board now. CeX economy. They will earn enough to buy. If they lose this, they might be on the force or the save.
Yeah, they lose this, they're going to be in trouble. So this is FM's chance to claw it back. But again, look at what FM are going to have to invest to get this round going.
Obviously for them, winning the round with 1 player alive, even though the bomb did go down, the money's so low. neilzeno on a Tech 9 actually. Wow, that's so bad for them. If they lose this, CeX could be looking at 7-2, maybe 8-2, breaking the economy of the T side. And such a strong CT side coming out from CeX early on, honestly, unexpected.
Indeed, it is a little bit. Obviously, got to give the weight to the pistol round and the follow-ups that is deserved. FM doing a decent job of getting themselves back into it. It just is, do they reach breaking point and snap, or can they actually keep going forward, take CeX here and start to make something of this half?
And now Smooya's baited out. They won't expect Brody C to be holding this off angle. Or maybe they will. I'm not too sure. He's going to flash for Brody, so Brody can go for that face. Brody faces, doesn't see anyone as they fall off short, and now they could be expecting the mid-B split.
Yeah, Cinder's going to be in a prime position to start to do something, but unfortunately for him, Connor shuts him down before the chance is there. The headshot comes out, the man goes down. It's neilzeno instead looking to find the second frag. 2 men now down on the FM side. Connor as well finds Thomas for a second frag in the round. And look, all across the map. Fry on long finds Smooya as well, and it's just Rezu going, where are all these players coming from? Where am I going to find the next man? Will I get picked from behind?
Yeah, I think he's trying to save there, just trying to get into long pit as fast as he can. But unfortunately for him, Fry 1 lurking will take down Rezu as well. So that's going to be the round going in favor of FM eSports. And right there, you had the aggression towards short. It didn't really work out for them, unfortunately. neilzeno didn't wide face into it. And when the flash came out for Brody C, he peeked out. Nothing there. He smokes after he saw nothing. Actually gets spammed through the smoke and will go down. So it's going to be 5-3 now. Only 2 rounds separating them. And the full ego coming out for CeX.
Fry just going to be watching mid now. Spots 1. Smokes go down, so no more going to be coming his way. Long going to be the main area of battle in this one as 1 man already drops, but 2 men in pit going to be ready to deal some damage. Thomas comes in initially. Brody going to be there to back him up, but only 2 frags coming out of the Endeavor so far, and that is going to be all they see. Cinder as well, now going to be the last alive. No armor, no nades. A 5-7 is all he has to his name, and it's just going to be about, can he find another frag with it? Or are we just going to be seeing things winding up?
Yeah, I'm not really looking too much into this round. Cinder with just a 5-7, no armor, probably going to go down in a second. And 2 frags is okay, but it's not really the best that CeX were hoping for, as 1 player did force into armor. But Thomas with 2 frags, actually, that will be good for his money. Could buy, you know, with 600 actually, you can buy yourself 2 flashes, an HE grenade flash, or HE grenade smoke, whatnot. So it will be good for his money and his utility. So much money now on the FM side as well. Got Windansky there with 7k.
Yeah. FM doing a great job of coming back into this one strong. Obviously a little bit of a shaky start, but once they have it, they have it. They've taken 4 rounds in a row, and as you said, it is padding their economy out quite substantially, but we're going to be seeing CeX
yeah, those 2 kills grant Thomas the auto sniper. He's going to be back plat again. Loves that spot. If the smoke comes out and they try to go mid-B, he just spams that smoke with the auto sniper. Hopefully he gets himself a kill or just damage onto the FM side. Smooya in mid as well. He plays a different position every single time.
There's going to be a flash through the shot from Smooya, but no connection, so not a frag coming out from that man just yet. Mid left a little bit more open than maybe he would like, but again, nobody through yet, and he's still there to watch as well as that. Thomas with the auto sniper finds 2 immediately. FM, I think a little bit shaken, have to fall back, take the bomb somewhere else, and start to regroup.
Yes, they will. So Thomas there with 2 frags stops that T attack, and it's quite obvious what's happening right now. They're going to regroup towards mid and try and get some pressure towards short. Maybe try and find a pick in mid. And if they do, try and split A based off that. But the problem is they Brody C and Pit is going to wait for this aggression from Fry 1. And obviously Smooya going to wide face now into Windansky. Actually, whoa, that is a flick, and takes down Connor. Knows where he is. Going to take down another player as well. Great shot there from Smooya to take down those 2 players.
Yeah, Smooya sees the flash, decides he's going to go for it. There's a
F it. Might as well.
Yeah, there's a man there to defend his teammate, but Smooya's ready for it. As you said, what a flick. And that means it's just going to be Frywon as the last man left alive. Orp versus 5, going to be seeing what he can do. Spots the edge of Cinder, so going to be ready for the reface, but now they know where he is, and he's going to have to go looking if he wants more.
Yeah, he's expecting Brody C to push long here, but Brody C playing a bit more defensive, so good play from him. Doesn't want to overface and lose his rifle. Actually, Smooya goes down as well. They want this frag so bad. I don't know why. You get your money if you win, not based off your RWS, mate. Just calm down.
Indeed. Now, Fry going to be seeing if he can work his way into long, goes for the no-scope, but Brody sees that a little bit quicker than he can be, and so it is going to be another round on the board for CEX. FM, though, they have that economy to pad this up. They have that economy to bring them through into at least this buy. And so they're going to be seeing what they can do to break the CT economy now and tie things up.
So, at Epic 19, Smooya played with Radix, and he came second. And actually, one of the matches in the bracket play, in the upper bracket play, was on Dust 2 versus Vatic. And Smooya, in 2 overtimes, managed to drop 60 kills, double that. And actually, in regular time, went 39 frags. So, Dust 2 is his player gun. And you see why he's always in a different position. One time he's long, one time he's up short, one time he's holding mid, one time he's pushing B. Having an aggressive CT player is so important for the information. We've seen multiple rounds where Smooya's aggression grants them extra rotations onto the bomb side that the T hits.
This round is going to be a little bit of an advanced position short as well, buying them something more. Rezu finds one, falls back. Smooya going to be watching doors, but Pulse actually going to be getting the better of him this time.
Such nice movement there for Pulse. Baits out the shot from Smooya, takes him down, and wins that duel. It's going to be 4 versus 4. Question is, with the gap in that smoke, will Connor use it to his advantage? No, Rezu will wide face, take down Connor with that stutter step. It's another one-man lead with 1 minute left on the clock for CEX. That's
the thing, Rezu knew he was there, the flash came out, the man was ready, and unfortunately it does mean we're going to be seeing FM, a man behind Pulse, now seeing what he can do to get back into it, but can't quite find the head.
Why is he still here? Well, he doesn't need to be there. You got the man advantage, just fall off and play the retake or something like that, play later into the round, throws his frag away, and Brody C dies as well. And that could be the round over just like that.
That is unfortunate. Cinder going to be seeing if he can spot anything through the gap in the smoke to cross, but the bomb makes it to site, and it's going to be the retake if they decide to go for it, coming from him and Thomas.
Yes, Cinder and Thomas versus these 3 players. Actually, Thomas spots that player through the smoke. Maybe he saw him on radar. I'm not too sure if he spotted his step as he went into the smoke, but sprays another player there. Pulse trying to reface with the AWP will go down as Fry1 is planted for long. So, or is it? Yes, it is. It is planted for long, but Thomas have that nice headshot. Will take down Fry1. It's going to be 7-4. I honestly did not expect that coming out from those players.
Yeah, Thomas with the shot through the smoke just opens it up, finds the second as well, and then obviously the last just single-handedly breaks into that site, finds the defuse for CEX and puts them on 7, meaning that FM are going to be in a position where, yes, they can buy this round, but next round they are going to be in shaky waters once more. CEX as well, almost reaching 8, so if they can find this round, they're going to be able to put more than that on the board. They might be able to find themselves 9, potentially even breach double digits.
Yeah, so they're going to be playing double AWP setup now. I think both the AWPs towards mid, actually. Brody C faces with that flash and the Molotov, and will take down Fry1 for the entry frag. And now Controller's long. Control of long in the CT favor, so it's really good for them. Pulse picking up that AWP as well. Going to be facing, trying to find those one-on-one duels with Smooya, as he was winning them earlier.
Indeed, but no luck so far this round. Smooya not giving him even an inch to work with, and instead, it's actually going to be Cinder in mid for CEX.
Yes, it will be. So, Smooya as well. Might even jump on these barrels, or maybe try and jump on top of Gandalf. Yes, goes to the face. Actually takes him down. Connor moves that spray as Smooya was jumping, but the reply. Nils Junior finds Thomas. It's going to be 1-man advantage for CEX still.
And that's what you were saying about Smooya. He plays a different position. He's not expected. He can get things done. Cinder as well with the double with the AWP. Not going to be using it, but going to be using the 5-7 instead from the position. Finds 2. The shot rings out. Neither of the players responded. It means that Pulse is finding himself in a 1v3.
Wow, actually finds that shot to Smooya. I mean, if you're Windansky there, you hear the shot from the AWP from Cinder, but doesn't actually have the reaction. It doesn't face. And actually, Pulse in the 1 versus 1. How is this 1 versus 1? Finds 2 early kills. And they're both on 9 HP, or similar to it. 1 bullet from each of these rifles will take them down. And if Brody C steps back a little bit more, oh my goodness, Brody C with the headshot takes down Pulse. Well played. I mean, they're both low HP, so 1 bullet from either of those guns will taking them down. Unfortunately for Pulse, he does pick up the AWP. Not expecting Brody C to be low HP. As I was mentioning before, Windansky in mid. Here's the shot from Cinder. Doesn't react though. And Cinder with the 5-7 takes down 2. Does get traded. And then Pulse finds the AWP shot to Smooya. Finds the other frag as well towards mid. And then he was in the 1 versus 1. Double boost coming up short now. They're probably going to boost Smooya up. Is it Smooya he's with? No, yeah, it's Smooya. They're probably going to boost him up actually so we can get the lower pick. Actually, instead, they're not. They're going to Brody C push mid and Smooya watch the lower tunnel.
Yeah, this time though it's going to be FM with a pistol, so you get too close, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble, and obviously they do fall off as a result. Rezu going to be happy about that, as he will need a little bit of help. A-site, well, might have if that continued. As it stands though, not going to be too much more aggression, although short now being pushed. Maybe we're going to be seeing something come out. It is just FM not really having the equipment to do a huge amount with it. They find some picks, they fall back off, breaking their way into another site. Not really looking that easy.
Yeah, so then again, they do have no armor, so they're not really looking to win this round. Probably trying to go for a bomb plant, but unfortunately they won't get it. Do expect the player towards short, but actually does get the pulse. Does get the pulse. Pulse does get the kill. That's a second dig for him. Brody, though, on a site default, does spray down one. Does want to reface into a one dig. Does take down pulse. Thomas will take down Nilzinho. It's going to be 9-4 now. Only just 5 rounds separating this team, and it's going to be the buy now coming for FM. If they can find 6 here, this is winnable.
If they can find 6 here, indeed it is, but CeX still going to be a dangerous team to go up against. Still going to be someone you don't really want to let your eye off, and FM obviously still not in the best position economically speaking. It's another full investment from these guys, so the bomb plant's going to be sort of the minimum they want to find in this round, and if that can be denied...
In this round? They want to win this round, mate.
Oh,
They've
obviously, that's why I said the minimum.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, obviously you want a bomb down, but you need to win the round, mate, because you need 6 rounds. Otherwise, if CeX win that pistol on their T side, it's not looking too good. So the boost coming from Smooya, spots over the smoke, takes down Connor, and that was the boost I was expecting in the previous round. Cinder as well, close mid, gets the aggression, gets one player down. Rezu does win the duel with Windansky, but Cinder was traded in mid. Fry1 will take him down. It's a 2 versus 4, and actually Fry1 finds a second. It's going to be the 2 versus 3.
Yeah, Fry manages to bring it back a bit. Pulse as well, going to be finding Brody C despite taking significant damage, and suddenly it's a 2v2. Smooya and Thomas versus the world, and both of these players just trying to get into a better position. The bomb's still running down mid, but Thomas doesn't manage to stop it, and that means it's going to be all Smooya to try and make sure this one doesn't slip. Well, actually, no. Smooya as well, not going to be in position. The bomb's going to go down. It's going to be a retake.
Yeah, but the thing is that Thomas can come from short, Smooya will come from lower tunnel. They have the Molotov, so they have 2 Molotovs, so they can molly off Goose and they can molly off default. Smooya needs to throw a molly on default right now. Instead, he will save it for the retake. So, can Smooya get the jump spot onto someone? The jump kill even. Will he even go for it? Will he give away his position early?
I was going to say, if he goes for the Kukli kill, then we know something's happening in a few months.
Actually, we'll pulse over face into Smooya's AWP. So many questions right now, but I think Smooya's about to win it. Yes, he does take down pulse. Spots the player behind the single stack. And then Thomas as well, hot on the flank. They have Molotovs as well, just in case he didn't get that spray down. They do have the Molotov onto Smooya, so could have mollied him out either way. He was going to die there. 10-4 now. It's looking really great for CeX.
Indeed it is. FM, though, still have another chance to come into this. That bomb plant going to help their economy out to the point where they can actually buy. Going to be a little bit lackluster. The AWP, if they buy it, it's going to have to be bought by Fry at expense of anything else, but instead it's going to be 5 AKs.
They could play fast off. If they can go fast up short, smoke off Xbox, play fast short, or maybe even go for the long take, as they know that Brody C is the one there. They haven't really seen an AWP towards long, and yes, they will go fast long. I'm actually going to decide to give it up. They're going to try to get Smooya. Actually, no, Smooya's towards B. This is bad. This is the player you want to be towards the site that the T's are attacking. Actually, that Molotov is great and holds off a few of those T players and slows down the control of A long for the T side.
And look at that mid control as well, being taken by the CTs. CeX just making sure they're posted up, gaining that information, aware of where FM are going to be playing from, where they're going to be going to. And at the moment, actually just waiting to see what happens. The bomb heading over towards B, but CeX getting aggressive. Rezu up mid finds himself Windansky to find, well, to start things off. 4 players now left on the FM side, split 2-2 across the map.
And as well, Cinder here looking for lower tunnel, so Nilzinho might just unluckily walk into Cinder's scope, and yes, he does. The trade frag does not come out as that shot happens instantly. Throws the molly as well, so Fry1 not in a position to trade that frag anytime soon. The bomb is in lower tunnels. Why do you got 2 players long? Can Connor and Fray1 and Pulse, sorry, can they find a pick towards A and force a rotation towards A and maybe try have Fray1 get an opening towards B and maybe get the bomb down B or something along those lines? But the problem is, though, you see Rezu there, going to wide face from the off angle, but it's actually Brody C to win that duel. Connor trades onto Rezu, but the ult from Spin will take him down. Fray1 in the 1 versus 3.
Yeah, Fray1 now going to be pushing up. Obviously has an open A site to get the bomb down on, but with 3 players coming on the retake, even with 2 of them being AWPs, he's not going to be in the best situation possible, though. Fakes it once, decides he's going to go for a face, catches Thomas off guard. Now it's just a question of what will we see. The smoke goes down to try and protect him from Smooya's AWP, but both these players are going to be coming in fast, and Cinder actually, with a little bit of a jump from the UMP, manages to close the half out, 11-4.
So if CeX win the pistol, it might be done and dusted straight off that, but FM, if they win the pistol, I've got faith they can win this still. If they can win the pistol, win the first buy round, they can still take this game back in their favor. 4 rounds on the T half isn't what you're expecting, obviously. Usually considered a 50-50 side map, so 7-8, 6-9, usually what you're expecting to see. But FM, if they can win the pistol and go from there, they could be taking this map.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see if that's possible. I still think a little bit of a difficult situation to play from 4-11, but obviously 7-11 doesn't look so awful if they win that gun round again. As you say, they're going to be pretty close to actually tying things up, and from there, they keep playing their game, things might just be able to go their way.
You have to remember as well, they are stand-ins. They are playing with 2 stand-ins, and what that means is on the T side, it's so much harder to have set executes. Well, you don't even have any set executes. This is UKCS, always playing in mixes, so these players are used to this. But it makes playing on the CT side easier, as it's more individualistic. You play your sites by yourself, obviously with a teammate, but it's less to do with team-oriented play. So, FM could be having a very, very strong CT side here.
Alright, we're about to find out. CeX going to be meeting the guys from FM out on long. 4 players moving quickly. Pulse going to be in a position to do some damage and does actually manage to start things off with 1. Not going to be dropped just yet, but Thomas going to be chasing the frag. Unfortunately, Windansky's there, and so Pulse is going to be left alone to find 1 more before anything else happens. CeX down to 3. FM going to be sat in the same position, but Fry1 next up with the help of Neilzinho to try and secure a couple more shots. Smooya tapping away the P2K, but not having any luck whatsoever. Finally finds 1, but as he does, Cinder goes down, and it's going to be all on him to make this round happen.
It just took them far too long to get the kill in the player pit, and unfortunately, taking too long to get that kill in pit forced the CT rotation to happen faster, and obviously, as you saw, the CTs were in and ready on that A site before the Ts were already up long. So, when you do go for the T pistol and you just start to go out long, you have to be fast. You have to get there before the rotations can come in. But unfortunately for CeX, Pulse, I believe it was Pulse, not too sure he was playing pit there, but
Pulse.
Yeah, it was Pulse. Pulse playing pit there, doesn't overface, doesn't peek into death, stays alive, and that's what you need. It's just so good to stay alive in that situation. Allow the rotations to come in, slow down the T attack, and it's the pistol going FM's way.
CeX now going to be trying to bat back, but no armor. 1 set on Thomas. Apart from that, very little. Just going to be playing with the Tech 9s looking for damage, but Neilzinho going to be the one finding it instead. 2 frags almost instantly. Thomas comes back in with 1 of his own, but Windansky, Pulse, and Connor with 3 in 3 seconds take the round there.
This could get worrying for CeX if they lose the next buy round. They have the round lead, but at the same time, FM eSports, such great players and such individually skilled players, and the experience on these players, even if they are down rounds, it's not going to get to their head. They know they can still win this. They know they're still in the game. And the full eco coming out, just 2 flashes and some Tech 9s and pistols. Coming for CeX, so we're going to be looking at 11-7, and once that gun round, whichever favor it goes, could determine the game.
Pulse again going to be the man in pit, 1 to back him up on long in the form of, I think, Windansky. And both of them just going to be waiting for these guys to come through. Pulse can't quite see them, but Windansky repositions to find them, and there we go. It's Smooya left. He finds his way to site. He fights his way there. But with a Glock in his hands,
yeah, not really much,
what can he
can do? Yeah. So, the buy. Will they keep onto his SMGs and opt to play fast? Nope, they opt to play with the rifles and the single AWP and the FAMAS on Frey 1, and then Shmee with his AWP. Seeing they come through 20 frags, leading the charge for his team, and then we've got Pulse there, playing so well. Unfortunately for Neilzinho, not having the best game of his life, but that's fine. As long as he does his role, that's all that matters.
Yeah, this though is where we see what CeX are going to be giving us on their T side. This is where we find out essentially how this game's going to be going, because I agree with you. If FM can find this, then what, they're already at 9, easily.
Yeah, they will be at 9.
And then it is a very winnable game indeed. If CeX can take it back now, if they can beat FM back down to the pistols, if they can take economic control.
Actually, no, that smoke is so much deeper, so Thomas can walk through it, and he actually gets 1 kill, goes to the second, does take down 2. Detrimental play there for the FM side, and it's going to be the B-bomb site up for CeX.
That's not what they wanted at all. It's going to be causing problems, but Thomas stabs Smooya. You know, just to throw a spanner in the works. They don't want to be playing on easy mode.
Probably called him a ginger, not too sure there.
Rezu ready to deal with anybody coming out of CT, and you can see FM contemplating what they're going to be doing, and in the end, it is just going to be a save.
Yeah, Thomas there, great 2 entries coming out for him. Rezu there, lurking as well, finds 1. We'll go down to Windansky. Going to smoke himself off so he can cross and save his gun. Pulse as well. Sees the shadow, spots him out, takes down Cinder, and that's going to be 2 players and 2 guns staying alive for FM. They will be able to buy in the next round. So, can they break CEX's economy? Obviously, CeX lost 3 in a row, so they built up that auto money that they get when they lose, and then winning this round will put them to 12. But if FM can reset them here, we could be looking at, what, 12-9, 12-10 potentially?
Yeah. No, there's a good chance of FM find the reset. They're still in this one. For CeX at the moment, it is going to be all about whittling down that CT side bank, and actually, FM are a little bit worse for wear than I'd first thought. This buy could well bottom them out if CeX managed to win it.
Yes, indeed. So, the buy from FM, obviously, it's a strong buy, fairly strong buy. The problem is their money going into the bank is low. So if they lose this, EX could be looking at 14-7, and from that point on, they could be taking this game in the bag.
Indeed they could. CeX, though, still have a round to find first, and at the moment, just going to be focused on, again, gaining that control. First into B tunnels now, going to be heading through lower, out towards mid, and getting things started off early on. No one there to meet them, so that is going to be conceded for free. And a lot of room to set up is theirs.
Yeah, playing quite passive. They're going to go for that mid control, maybe even go up short and try to find an early pick. But Pulse of the AWP is playing that Shoxy position. Can he find the early frag? Gets flashed, actually. Falls off the angle. He can play towards Car now. Actually, no, still wants to play close. Maybe going to expect that early aggression through the smoke. Not really too sure. Pulse, though, going to fall back towards Car now, or maybe go ramp and just see what happens. Smooya boosts up in the smoke. He wants to try and find Pulse. He wants to get that early frag and try to take down Pulse. Get the entry on the A-bomb side and try to work off that.
I mean, if they can find an AWP early on, if Pulse is going to give them this, that is a little bit of a blow to FM that they didn't want to take. But yeah, the bomb's in tunnels. Fortunately, when Dansky looks away from the flash, Cinder does manage to find the frag, and that does mean the bomb is recoverable indeed. One man going to be chasing down to see what he can do in the form of Neilzinho. It's actually going to be Connor that finds the first frag, though. The bomb makes its way to site. And so it's looking like it's going to be a 2v4 retake for the guys on FM if they want to stay in this.
No utility though, low HP and Connor as well. Just the flashbang he just picked up. Two flashes that they just picked up. Resi though, crouching. Neilzinho doesn't expect him there. Nice play there. Connor 6 HP, going to save his rifle. Don't think there's an AWP there. Pulse died at card, didn't he? So nope. No AWP for him to save, unfortunately for him. We'll just keep on to the M4 as well. Resi trying to hunt him down. They have some money on the bank for CeX. It's fine if he dies. It's so pivotal that they get the frag onto Connor.
Yeah, if they can find him, FM are going to be in a bad way indeed. And indeed they do. Rezu comes through. Connor can't quite take him. And so it's round number 13 for their side. FM back down in the 2k range on all but Pulse, who I assume is just going to be buying himself down so he can save for the AWP. And the rest of them, they're going to be on pistols. So
looking at 14-7.
Yeah, no armor. Well, no armor at all. Low utility. Pistols are all they're going to have to work with. 14-7 looks like it is going to be the scoreline we're working with, and then FM really have one chance to take things back, to make things right.
But if they can reset CeX, there's a chance. The problem is resetting CeX at this point is going to be so difficult. They've won so many rounds in a row, bombs being down and whatnot, and players staying alive, but their economy is looking great. So even if FM win a few rounds, it's going to be hard to break the CeX economy, and even if they did, CeX will still have money to buy in future rounds anyway. So fairly clean round, only Pulse getting a kill. Actually, yeah, Cinder will take that, but Connor, though, pushing through the mid-smoke, will catch him off guard. Only one man difference there, but the bomb will get planted. They will retrieve 2 AK, so they might opt to save, or they might try and take a few rifles out of the hands of CeX.
Well, Neilzinho at least going to be getting aggressive until the Molotov confronts him. I think at that point, he realizes it's better off to keep the AK in a passive place, maybe watch to see if he can find an exit, but more than that's a little bit unnecessary, a little bit gaudy, it might end up badly. Connor, though, finds Smooya with the AWP in long doors and manages to actually win a duel there. So potentially the AWP taken out if Rezu can't find it back.
Yeah, this is the matter though. They have so much money that even though they're throwing away these frags, actually it's the AWP. Smooya goes around solo and actually drops the AWP to Connor. So having the AWP into the next round will be great for FM. Question is, how will Pulse use it? Will he play the Shoxy position we saw him last time trying to get the early frag? Thing is though, CeX on their default, they flash it. So that position isn't really too good, and we saw what happened where Pulse tried to play Car, Smooya get boosted up there, gets the first early frag, and even if Pulse was playing towards ramp or site, Smooya would still see him over that boost. Or will Pulse expect the boost? Will he just hover his crosshair over the top of the boost, catch Smooya out, or will Pulse go towards mid or B? We don't know until now. So, Pulse playing more default, he throws the flash for long. They take control of long, but there's no mid. Actually, this is a B rush.
Yeah, CeX going to find the way out fast. One frag from Brody. Connor responds, but he's going to be caught by many men very quickly indeed. Pulse seeing what he can do from CT, manages to pick up at least one. Can't find more than that as the bomb goes down, so a 3v3 is going to be what we see as we head into the retake.
No reason there for no reason there for Rezu to face. You had smokes on your team, just wait for the doors to be smoked. Don't face into an AWP and die to Pulse. We'll re-smoke a little bit too early, but it's not the end of the world. They do have flashes and Molotov so they can postpone this attack for a few more seconds. Another Molotov will hold off the CT attack for a couple more seconds as well.
Yeah, the CT is now lining up.
They can flash over actually, get the aggression. Yeah, Thomas there.
But look at Thomas, he's ready to go. Finds himself one, going to be actually facing wide as well. Finds Pulse. Now it's when Dansky is the last man left, but he finds two, and it's Smooya with the AWP. having to do it for his team. Tech9 in hand, he's just going to be spamming away. The P90 runs out of bullets somehow, and that is going to be CeX finding themselves around 15.
This is the problem for FM. You saw their money wasn't that great. They saved it up, but they had no Molotov. So when the B rush came, you heard the steps. When the flashes came, there was no Molotov to stop the attack. Brody C runs out backwards, has a nice flick shot, just turns around, spins 180, takes down that entry, takes down the first play, and opens up the B-bomb site. Thomas as well with the UMP gets the second frag on the B-bomb site, and CeX win the afterplant.
FM though still going to be coming out big in this round. Double up setup, but 2 players gone immediately. Connor with the UMP going to be seeing what he can do to hold on to the B-bomb site, finds one. But that's going to be his lot as Thomas manages to take him down. Now it's Pulse and Windansky as the last 2 alive, and Windansky and Pulse apparently both fall to their demise.
Yes, both don't go down. So many 16-7s. We see 16-7 happen so much. It's pretty crazy. It's always the 11-4 half. One team wins the pistol and it gets set off that. So